Welcome to the Mahatma Minute. Today I want to talk about anger. Anger. What do you do about it? How do you deal with it? You deal with it before it happens. When it happens, it's too late. Because there's a saying, before you go on stage is when you win. Before you go into the arena is when you win, not when you're in the arena. You've got to practice, the boxer practices, the athlete practices, the performer practices. Then when they go on stage or in the arena, they're ready. Or the military man, he prepares for the battle. So in the situation where there's the agitation or the disturbance, if you're not practiced, if you're not in the right consciousness, you're going to fail. You're going to become angry. So anger is a state. It's the wrong state of consciousness. And so if we're in the right state of consciousness, what is that consciousness? How do we get there? Then we won't be angry. I believe, and this is my experience, it's a state of consciousness where we no longer accept or agree that anger is the way we want to deal with situations. Anger means we're not accepting a situation. And not acceptance is not a spiritual way of dealing with the world. We're not supreme controllers. We have little control. But spirituality means that God's in control and we have minimal control. And when we can't control, we become upset. If we accept this, if we honor this, if we just accept what we can control and what we can't control, then there won't be anger. But if we can't accept it, then there are going to be so many frustrating situations. So anger first begins in the change of consciousness, your willingness to accept things as the way they are, to accept the things that you will never be able to change, to accept that sometimes the world transpires in a particular way where things are happening which are beyond your control. And you just have to acknowledge that there's nothing that I can do at this particular moment and accept it. That's a spiritual way of consciousness. If you don't have that, you're always going to become angry, no matter how much you say, I don't want to become angry. Of course, if you really don't want to become angry, you will change your consciousness. So I believe that people who become angry are satisfied or they're okay with being angry. They'll say, well, I don't like being angry. I don't believe that. If you don't like it, you're going to stop it. You're going to figure out how to stop it. Think about it, a Mahatma Minute, some things to contemplate.